boy, what's going on, everybody? This is the game that never ends. Holy crap, dude. We are at the end. I think I said that last time, and I think maybe the time before that, but seriously, this game never ends. Like, the main character is dead, and we're still playing. We're in epilogue part 2. Like, why do you need a part 2? That's just a really long-ass epilogue, and apparently we have multiple things to still do story-wise, which is what I'm doing. I'm doing a story playthrough, and we haven't hit any credits or anything. We're playing as John Marston. We're in epilogue 2, so let's see what's going on today in the game. That sounds like the plan. And then if I have extra time, maybe we can do, hunting and crafting and all that, all the extra goodness, all the extra stuff that I need to do, but never have the time to do because I'm jumping from, like, story mission to story mission to story mission, and it's just, at this point, I get it. I get it. I get the point of the game. I understand. I've lived a lifetime in the Wild West here. It never ends. It's good, but I feel like I get it. This whole section of the epilogue is a little bit, like, weird, too. Because it's kind of like, half of it is kind of like, hey, we are trying to impress my wife by building a house, but at the same time she, like, left me, and she's mad that I didn't have a house, but now I do have a house, and she's like, it's not good enough, you gotta build it again. It's like I'm having marriage issues, like, it's becoming dramatic. It went from a spaghetti western to a Lifetime drama series or something, I don't know. And then there's also, like, this other half of the epilogue where it's get the old gang back together and see what kind of trouble you can get into. And John Marston's like, hey, I've gone straight. Bro, what the fuck? I just killed everybody.
Oh, hell.
I don't think that went the way it was supposed to go. Hey, fuck off! I'm trying to save you from being robbed. Good lord. And I ended up robbing you. Okay, so yeah, John Marston was supposed to, like, go straight and not be a criminal anymore, and then we immediately went on, like, a bounty hunt with Sadie. So we're still hanging out with Uncle, we're still hanging out with Sadie.
I just hang around
Every now and then Charles shows up, so it's like getting the gang back together for one more ride again and again and again.
Dumb old coot, I know. Tell me there's these houses.
Look at this Benjamin Franklin looking ass.
Not crazy, friend. The very latest in modern convenience. Convenient and cost efficient. Which house do you want?
Do I get to actually pick my house?
Entirely unique, but also the same.
Excuse me?
Perhaps I'm going too fast, sir. Do you want to buy a house?
Yes.
I think so.
I can't afford it though. I have like $13.
Unique pre-cut palace. And if you order today, I guarantee you're home in a matter of weeks, maybe sooner.
I'll take that one.
Ah, yes, we have that one in
Wait.
stock.
And I already got credit from the
No,
bank.
he picked. I didn't get to actually pick.
Fantastic. Now, you write your name here, and you sign your name there.
Because it has to be the house from Red Dead Redemption, like the first game. It has to be the same house
Pleasure to
that
meet
you start at.
Mr. Martin. Albert Cakes, Esquire, at your service.
You boys give me a minute.
It has a little bit of crossover.
I'm not
Like,
sure.
we had the
Probably.
thumbnail from the first
Fella
game
came by
show
the
up.
farm. Got attacked on the road. He said the Skinner brothers was hanging around.
It's like
Lots of 'em.
leading into the
Left
first
Uncle onto the
game.
teeth back at the
I
ranch.
feel like
Who are these
we're
two?
making the link
Guns for hire.
from RDR2 back
Just scares
to
about we
RDR.
need
Like, we're
You
going,
got that kind of money, Charles.
you
You
know,
wanna get
that's
robbed
kind
for
of
your
what
house?
the
No,
story
but-
is
Hey, these Skinners can be
telling.
nasty. Come on. Mr. Devon, you're with me. Mr. Wayne, this is...
Milton. Jim Milton.
Sir, good to meet you.
We're gonna be heading up to the Manzanita Post.
Why?
The best smith around is that Norwegian fella up there.
So they say. You boys ready?
Yes, sir, we're ready.
Good. Because you're about to get shot at over a goddamn hammer.
You wanna build a house with a sniper rifle, then?
I know old Neil's real well. I'll get you a good deal.
Thank you, sir. All right, then. Let's go buy us some tools.
This sounds very exciting.
I know the quickest way. Follow me.
We bought some wood for my house, and now we have to go get some tools for my house, and then we gotta get a hammer, and then a screwdriver, like, this could have just been a cutscene. This literally could have just been a cutscene.
I think a bit of both, for what it's worth.
A lot of this game could have just been a cutscene. Or skipped over. Not everything that happens is that important.
Oh, yeah.
There are some, obviously in the story, there's some like big events that happen that are important. But there's also a lot of little shit that like didn't need to be there. I get it though, it's supposed to be a huge ass game, and it absolutely is. We are 45 hours into my playthrough at this point, by the way. Give or take a few minutes. But like literally 45 hours. Which, in the grand scheme of gaming, isn't that long. I've played games that are longer than this. I've done playthroughs that I think are longer. But not very many. Only a few. I don't usually play big, long story games like this though. So, it is kind of a rare thing for my channel and for me to do games that are this long. I'm trying to think of some others. Like I did all of GTA 5, but most of that was like multiplayer, so I don't really count. That doesn't really count to me, you know. Multiplayer hours don't really count. I'm talking like straight up story playthroughs. I know my Witcher playthrough was really long because I did all the DLC. I did like a full playthrough of Witcher, and then I did like New Game Plus, and then after New Game Plus I did the DLC. And I have to do it again because it's on PS5. So at some point this year I'll be playing Witcher 3 on PS5, which I'm not excited about. I feel like that's going to be a big hurdle for me personally because it's not good. It's like a bad upgrade. I think it's probably the worst upgrade. Why play it? Because it's kind of like I have to. It's an upgrade. That's all it is. They've added some new combat mechanics and a few new missions, but besides that, it's just an upgrade from PS4 to PS5, and it's not good. It's like super choppy and rough, and like the textures pop in and out. It's like they fucked it up. I don't know how you screw it up, because Witcher is a fantastic game. I do like it a lot. Like the story, incredible. The characters, oh my god. I think Witcher has some of the best characters in gaming, like history, honestly. All the side missions, some of the side missions in Witcher are better than the main missions. It's unbelievable.
You boys wait here. After you, Mr. Milton.
Alright. Same as this game, I felt like some of the side quests and like stranger missions were more interesting than some of the main missions. Because they were just so detailed, and like, we went off on this adventure, and then it turned out like I didn't even need to do that. I could have just skipped that. You know what I mean? I love stuff like that. Coming from like a person that likes big RPGs.
Okay.
So I
This
would
is my
like
associate,
Dragon
Jim
Age Inquisition is one of
Okay.
those examples
He
of a
heard
big
you was
long
the
playthrough
best.
that I've done
Best smith around.
multiple times. I've at least played through Dragon Age Inquisition twice on the channel here.
He needs some tools. He's building a ranch
And then we
house up
played a
Beecher's
little
Hole.
bit of the
Oh,
DLC.
okay.
The DLC is
Have you got
not what
any
I
mate?
expected. It's just hard mode. It's just nightmare. It's literally just Dragon Age nightmare mode.
Like I said, an acquired
Um,
taste, but a heart of gold, and he's the best.
but like I
Y'all
love that kind
someplace
of stuff.
else.
When the side
Okay.
quests are almost better than the main quest. I love that. That's what I loved about Horizon.
So
You know?
Milton is working with
Just
Kate's
like,
hardwood
oh my
and
god.
timber in town. Should I get them to pay you and add it to his
Detail
bill?
where there
Okay.
doesn't need to be
Come on,
detail.
let's get moving.
Character development where there doesn't need to be character development. Stuff like that is what I care about in games. Like, I've tried to explain this before, but a big selling point for me on a game isn't necessarily, is it a good story? It's, is there character development, which includes background. Like, I want to know, what is the character's background? Where do they come from? What is their motivation for what they're doing? And then I want to know, like, everything else and see them fleshed out. Oh, fuck. What just happened?
Everyone find some cover.
I will give Omega a shout out as soon as I stop getting shot at. Is this the Lemony gang or the what are they, the Liamy gang? What is the name of this gang? Not the Lemonies, it's the Leroy boys. What the hell is their name? Oh my god. Are they half native, or like why are they using bows and arrows? Are they just hunters? Half of them are using bow and arrows. They got no Deadeye. Oh, fuck. They have machetes! Alright, we're jumping into action today, I guess. Let's give Omega a shout out. If anybody wants to watch The Room, Omega's gonna be doing a watch party of The Room in his Discord, and I'm sure he will allow most people to join. I'll be in there. I'm joining it. I won't be participating in the drinking game, obviously, because I'm sober, but I'll definitely be joining in on the watch party. I'm excited about it. I actually haven't seen the movie. I've seen the clips. I've seen the memes. I've seen the oh hi marks. I've never actually watched The Room, like, from beginning to end. Never actually done that. I don't know where I would have watched it. Like, was it on Netflix, or like, what? It must have been on a streaming service at one point, right? What is The Room on?
It's the Skinner. You okay? I don't like this one bit. Check the tree line.
Like, I've never actually seen the whole thing. Oh my god, dude, the machetes.
They're on the other side. Look out! Hold tight, Willard.
I'm reloading! Hold on! Hello, Chadley. I'm sorry, I am in the middle of a gunfight right now.
Willard, you'll be all right.
Yeah, I think this is that new gang that we ran into last time. I don't really know much about them. Aren't they like, isn't their whole thing robbing from landowners? I'm not even a landowner yet. We haven't even built the house.
No. Mr. Devon, you okay?
Yes,
Is that the last of them?
I think so.
There's more. They got the tools. They grabbed Mr. Wayne!
You don't think it's ever been on a
You stay
streaming
here,
service,
Charles, come on!
so a lot of people have not seen it. Yeah, I have not seen it. I know about it. I know about the memes and
Help me! Over there, come on!
like
They went this way!
all that shit, but I haven't actually seen the movie. Oh my gosh. There's so many. Well, it's like, once again, me versus an entire army of dudes.
You mean they drew us in? We gotta get the way! They climbed up in the tree! Shoot the ones up there first! You right over. You died. Shoot your ass up the road!
Don't run at me! Don't run at me! No!
Hide in the tree!
Why am I reloading for 10 minutes? What am I using?
You see him?
Where's the Lancaster?
In the branches!
Why was he in a tree? That guy was shooting at me from in a tree, Chadley.
Down the hill! Come find him!
What, was he part squirrel? Why was he in a tree?
Right way!
Yeah, we're in epilogue part 2.
We gotta clear these fellas!
Which is kind of funny that there's an epilogue part 2. You know what I mean? It was like epilogue and then epilogue part 2. And it just, the game doesn't actually have an end. It doesn't, just keeps going. I'm going to be playing it for another year. Who knows? I can't see. There's trees in the way. There we go. I got the hammer lock.
They're down the hill! Where are they coming from? Watch out! Please!
Get him, Charles.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that! Come on! They're covering the retreat!
Is his custom pistol a repeater?
Let's keep moving! Gotta be gaining on them!
Or a revolver?
They're like ghosts!
It's got multiple shots. What is it? It's got like 5 shots.
What the hell are they doing?
Wait. Yeah, it's literally got 5 shots. I was gonna say it's a 6-shooter, but it's only got 5 shots before I have to reload.
They're up! Where'd they take him? Hold on, Mr. Wayne!
What did they take something from me? They took my floorboards! Oh! Good lord, where did you come from?
You lost something?
Where do you go, Cotton Eye Joe?
End this!
Is this what your life is like, Chadley?
Keep going!
Good lord,
Where's
dude.
Wayne?
Cowboys are wild.
You hear anything?
I thought being a cowboy was like all about spitting in a spittoon and
These trees.
playing a banjo and wearing a hat and chewing on straw. It's not like that at all. It's not like that at all. It's so much more chaotic and violent.
Mr. Wayne! Can you hear us? Mr. Wayne!
Your work lurking. Thank you for the work lurk,
Charles,
Chadley.
I found the tools. Now where's Mr.
Oh,
All right.
dude, they like
Shit.
stuck him to a tree. Wait, aren't they in the compendium? I just want to get this correct. It is the Laramie gang or the Skinner brothers. I'm not sure which one this was. No, I don't think it was the. Was it the Skinners? They are a group of outcasts. This just said they used the Apache bows. So this was the Skinner brother group.
Jesus.
Did they just
Gotta move
take
fast.
the,
Come on.
like, bows and arrows from the Apaches?
Let's go. Back to the road. God damn it. A few minutes ago, he was chewing my ear off. He knew what he was getting into. Did he? Skinner. Everyone knows.
I didn't know. Yeah, like, what? Why didn't you... You should have said, hey, by the way, there's gonna be some trouble along the way. You didn't say that.
You all right carrying him? I got it.
You were like, let's go build a house. And I was like, that sounds fun. And they were like, in Murderville?
Bad? They opened him up pretty good. Nearly chopped his head in two. God damn them. Mr. Wayne didn't make it.
There's a billion bodies here I could be looting right now.
Come on, help me. All right, let's get out of here.
My lord. What'd they do to him? Nothing nice. Got it.
Yeah, I'm a cinephile, but surprisingly, there's still, like, movies that even I haven't actually seen.
Damn animals.
For one reason or another.
I'm riding with you.
It's not like I don't... It's not like I didn't want to watch The Room, I guess I never knew how.
Back to Beaches. Those were the Skinner brothers. I told you I was worried. Sadie said something too. What kind of land have I bought? It's not the land. The Skinners move around. They're here for now.
There's a lot of movies that I consider really bad,
This kind of bloodshed was meant to be
that are fun bad,
What was all the nonsense about civilization?
and that's the whole gimmick of The Room, is it's, like, so bad that it's good.
Folks have been killed.
There's
Good
a lot of movies that I really like
That was fun
that
for
are,
them?
like, I know they're bad, but I'm like, man, this is just so entertaining.
Most folk don't usually put up
Moonfall.
Then I hope we
I feel like you guys gotta get on the Moonfall bandwagon. I feel like Moonfall is like the new Room.
ended up like Wayne.
It's like the Room of today.
Uncle!
I jumped off and I was back on in the cutscene. That was incredible.
Uncle! You useless.
Moonfall is the Room of
Keeping guard. Really?
today. That's my perspective.
Skinner
Moonfall
brothers.
is an incredible experience. If you have not seen Moonfall,
Once this is done, I'll take
man,
Mr.
I don't
Devin
even
back
know
to
where
town.
to start.
Gonna pull Mr.
I don't want to
Wayne
spoil
Okay.
anything, but
Be careful.
back. I will.
it goes
I'm fairly
places
sure we're
that
scared of
no
it.
other movie has gone before.
Well, we'll be safe together.
It's awesome.
Sure.
I wish more movies were like
You
that,
say so.
where they go down the conspiracy route. Like, you think it's gonna go one way? The movie starts off as, like, very generic, apocalyptic, end of the world,
Don't you
like,
forget
doomsday scenario. Like, the moon is crashing into the earth. That's the gimmick of Moonfall. At the beginning. And then it becomes something completely different, like, 2 minutes after that. You're like, okay, this is gonna just be a generic disaster film of the moon crashing into the earth. Nope, that's not what the movie is, and it goes a different direction, and it's
Morning, John.
incredible. It's wow, it's just wow. All right, did we build anything yet? We didn't build anything yet. Okay. Is Uncle just over here? He's just right over here. I hear coyotes on my land, and last time I shot at one, they were like, you can't do that. That's too violent. Here's all the stuff. Let's start building, bro.
Those plans make any sense?
Oh, sure. Seems easy enough.
Has he's never
How hard
built
can it be?
anything before.
But I'll tell you what I think, just to be safe. I'll do the reading and planning, and
Can he even read?
I know you try to.
Why are we trusting the alcoholic guy with like a saw?
It's inaccurate and not what's going to happen. I'm simply going to use what I've got, which is a brain. While you use what you've got, which is less of a brain.
Let's get started.
Well, first thing it says the foundation, which involves moving those heavy wooden joists. Definitely not a job for a man with terminal lumbago, unless you want to dig a 6-foot deep hole.
Terminal
for me
Winnebago.
when the work day's over.
Don't tempt me.
Oh, well, here comes Charles. Maybe he can lighten the mood a little.
Maybe he can lighten the load.
Not for a while.
Charles, dear boy, John needs help moving these joists. Now, come on. Get a move on. We gotta get started before the rains come.
You're very annoying.
You're very annoying.
We should get on with this.
It's happening! Rockstar presents The Sims 5. Is this what you do in The Sims, Geekette? Ah, there is menial tasks. Don't hit your hand. Don't hit your finger. Alright, there we go. We're building. Thank you for your help, Charles. Charles went from, helping Arthur, like, track down deer and stuff to, helping John build a house. Look at the blue jay. What's the blue jay doing? What's the bird doing? That bird's never gonna move. It's gonna live in my house now forever. It knows what I did to the raven last time. Where'd my shirt go? Why was I just posing for a nude calendar? The heck? Men at work, am I right? The month of March features John Marston, shirtless, building a house. Hey, it's getting there. We got the skeleton. What's impressive to me is that they could do this. Because I would bet money that none of them have ever built a house before. And I don't think building a house is a simple thing. It's not like a skill you just have. I feel like it's a little bit more complicated. Like, I wouldn't know how to build a house, you know? Like, if you gave me all the parts to do it, I wouldn't know where to start. I'd be like, what do we do? Pour the concrete? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. You have to make sure everything's level and even, and my house, like, if I built a house in real life, woof, it would look bad. Pretty sure they didn't have permits back then. Yeah, we do have a permit, because we bought the land, or we didn't really buy it. We're on loan from the bank. We have permission to build.
Thank you.
So, that's close enough. That's all a
Gentlemen,
permit is.
to this happy home. Well, at least till this fool gets his woman back.
Dear Abigail.
My darling Abigail, I hope you and Jack are doing well. I remain
I
a fool.
built
and
a
I'm sure
house.
I shall die a fool. But I'm trying very hard to be something like the man you deserve. I have done something very silly in an effort to impress you. And that is, I've purchased a home. The land you read about in the newspaper up at Beecher's Hope is now ours, and we are going to try our hand at ranching. Mr. Geddes kindly helped me buy the land. I met Uncle while I was coming out of the bank, and while I know your feelings about him, he has been enormously helpful in his own fashion. Charles Smith has also appeared and is unsurprisingly a pillar of strength. Together, we've built you a home. I hope soon to show it to you.
This is a nice place
Miss
now.
you and the boy.
Home,
more than I can
home
express.
on the ranch.
Please, come back to me. Yours always, John.
Where the deer and the pronghorns get murdered, and then I can't do anything because the game doesn't like when you do that on your own property. A few days later. Did she get the letter, or is she gonna show up and be like, honey, I'm home? That definitely looks better than what we had before. Look, we got like a big ass porch and shit. Woo, we got indoor
He
plumbing?
was... Where the
Did they have plumbing back then? When was plumbing invented? Does anyone know? Can we check it out? Can I go inside? I want to look at it. Woo-wee! Hey, this ain't bad. Alright, it's, the interior's not like 1,000% done, but... We got a, fireplace. The house is kind of filled with, like, smoke, though. Or dust, or, I don't know, it's very foggy inside. This is my makeshift kitchen, okay. This room is very muddy. That's why they call it the mud room. That is a ladder to go upstairs. I'm assuming there's an attic. This is a another side room here. Okay, I just wanted to know what it looks like. We don't even actually have a bathroom, I don't think. I think you have to poop in the woods. But, hey, that ain't bad. I like it.
We're off. Good girl.
Let me brush my horse. Oh, we even have like a plowed field. We till the ground and plant the seed. I grew up on a farm and I know how to do all that stuff, and it's a lot of work. I'll tell you what, it is a lot of work. Living on a farm is like working on a ranch, working on a farm is a lot of work. It's like a 24/7 job. It really is. It's the hardest I've ever worked in my life. Just want to clean some of these guns up. At least the ones that I'm gonna use. So the Lancaster and then probably my pistol. I don't know how much gun oil I have though. That one wasn't too bad. Okay, we ran out of gun oil. I'll have to get some more when I think of it. If I remember. Uncle, what are you doing out here? Are you drunk again?
Just one time I hope to find you working. Just once.
Do you believe in
A quick favor for an old
John
friend.
No.
Well, I hope and pray to whatever is out there that I get to come back as a youngin'. So that when you're old and facing death, I can be some two-penny slave driver that comes along and hastens your journey into the grave. This is a fatal condition I got.
And I'll give you another fatal condition. We don't get on with things around here, and we'll all starve.
Get on with what?
Farming, ranching, planting something.
The only thing that this land's good for is grazing.
Grazing?
Yeah, so cows, sheep, goats. Now, goats is easy, but they taste awful.
I don't like goats.
I don't like
cows.
goats.
I've seen enough cows.
Yeah, sheep then. But any livestock, you're gonna need a barn.
Barn will take 3 of us 6 months to build.
Oh, you don't build a barn, dumbass. What do you think this is, 1785? You buy one pre-cut just like the house. This is the industrial age. The lumber fellers all have them.
That guy makes me hate the modern world.
Oh, come on. I'll deal with them.
What am I gonna take a loan out for the barn?
Like I used to. Then I never was that fast. Into Blackwater. Let's go.
That's through this hole you left.
Probably saw you. Thought, here's some cornhusk idiot, some country rube doesn't know a pre-cut home from an outhouse, and I'm gonna rob him blind. I gotta respect him for it, because if I saw you walk into my lumberyard, I'd think exactly the same thing.
I'm gonna push you off your horse.
Thinking about it? I might actually do this on my own.
Oh, I can't let you do that, John. Let you get robbed again? Oh, no. You need someone with some sense to negotiate, and some charm wouldn't hurt neither.
Oh, and that's you, is it? With your famous way with people?
Ah, you're in enough debt as it is. I got to help
That's
you
true.
all I can.
It's my debt. I'll handle it.
Yeah, but if they foreclose on the debt, I'll lose my home. And I do.
It's not your home, it's my home.
You like it too much.
You're like here as like a sleepover.
Ah, you ain't even got furniture.
Like when you go over a friend's house for a sleepover, you don't say it's your house. He doesn't even sleep inside, he sleeps outside. He's like a homeless man that's on my property and follows me around. I wish it was anyone else, man. If they had done this with any other character, I'd be fine. He is annoying, and it's... Like, why would they do that to me? Why would they do that to the player? Oh, I know who we'll have as your guide in the epilogue. The annoying character. Just to piss you off. Ah! Why can't it be Charles? Like, if we spend all this time with Charles, that'd be better.
Oh. This is him.
Yeah, we know. I was just here. Just here building my house. Now we gotta build a barn.
Percolating about.
For sheep or something.
How are we? How's little Emily?
Emily,
I'm sorry, how are you?
we need a barn.
A barn? Of course you do. All them potatoes.
We're gonna farm livestock.
What's wrong with you? How many Scarface loons you got coming in here buying pre-cut homes?
Here, what you think? Have a look.
Maybe that one.
We're an excellent choice. We have a couple already cut and in stock. I'll have it sent to you in Blackwater.
I'm down at Beecher's Hope.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
I
Of course,
become
it's my
a
wife, Jerry.
sheep
She's
farmer?
It's great seeing
You're
you
in
again,
sheep?
Al.
Yeah,
And
it's
you,
been
sir.
a pleasure as always. Great pleasure. Love your work.
Of course.
How valuable was wool
How are
back
we gonna
then?
pay for this?
Same way we pay for everything.
I just wish I could help you, sir. You've been a good customer, and I like you, and David Geddes likes you. But this man is very annoying.
Can you just give me a few days?
Of course.
I really enjoy begging and watching you make a fool of yourself.
John! Hey!
Is that Sadie Adler?
It sure do look like her.
How are you?
Well, hello, Uncle. Nice to see you.
You just saw me like
Oh,
3
shut
days
up,
ago.
you old creep.
Listen, Sadie, you got any work? I'm kind of desperate.
Work? How desperate?
I need money. A bunch of money. My debt's climbing, and
You up for a fight?
is it legal?
Oh, it's very legal, but it's also pretty dangerous. With you, it'll be fine, but I wouldn't do it on my own.
I ain't got much choice.
All right, then. Come on.
Her idea of legal.
Look after him, Sadie. He's a delicate flower underneath.
What's her idea of legal? I've done jobs with her. Nothing we've ever done is legal.
I have it on good authority we can find this bounty at Painted Sky.
I know the place.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Okay. So we're doing another bounty then,
All right,
huh?
the Painted Sky tip is pretty fresh, but I don't know how long it'll stay that way. Wait for me! No more of that, okay?
You was gonna say
An encyclopedia salesman was up there on the property. Couldn't find
Encyclopedia
the
Brown?
rancher, but saw a Mexican-looking feller hanging around. Now, Ramon Cortez is round those parts, split up from his gang and stuck in West Elizabeth. It's gotta be him, holed up waiting on some out. And we're gonna get to him first.
Sadie. Hey, so who is this bounty?
Ramon Cortez. He's with the Del Lobo gang.
Del Lobo
You head back
gang.
down to where we was, New Austin, you're bound to run into them.
Are they
Never heard of it.
Mexicans?
Some, and some Californios, and some regular Americans too.
Californios.
They're a misfit bunch.
That's a cereal.
And they're
Like
friendly, I
Cheerios.
Charming
Californios.
to a fault. Ugh, it's a bad situation out there.
Anybody
Burnings,
here from
killings,
California?
you name
How's
it.
the weather?
Not much law except the sheriff of Tumbleweed.
You guys are having a
He's
wild
making
time
a
out there
hell of
right
a
now.
go of it, but there ain't much there to hold back the chaos.
It's like, even I saw it on, like, on my local news, they were even like, yo, California's wild right now.
It isn't somewhere I'd be.
Even my local news was covering it. They were like, yeah, California got like snow, and now they're having
You
like
should take a look.
You know, I had some trouble.
several
with
inches of
That
rain,
gang
I
you
think,
was
today.
talking about, was they the Skinner brothers?
That's them.
They ain't nice.
Nice. Weren't what I heard about them.
Got hold of this feller I'd hired. Ah, he didn't die.
You know it's bad when New Hampshire weather is like, yeah, this is wild.
We was too slow
That's
with
how
him.
you know it's bad.
I wish
Because
we'd
New
done
Hampshire,
that for him.
this state that I live in, is famous for bad weather. Like, we have the worst weather in America. That's literally our thing. That's our gimmick.
Me too.
That's it. That's all we have. We have the worst weather. And what's interesting, living here my whole life,
Want to hear something?
it's not as terrible as you would expect it to be. I feel like that's one of those things that it's a little bit overhyped. It's not that terrible. Like, every now and then we'll have a horrible blizzard,
Me and Charles put
but
and Uncle.
I think I've lived through all of them
bought the
without
odd order
too
at us.
many issues.
It's solid though.
There's been maybe one or two occasions where I lost power for a couple days. There was one situation where I
Come
lost,
see it. It's good
power
country,
for like a
Sadie.
week, and all the roads were covered in ice, and we couldn't really go I couldn't go anywhere. You can't drive anywhere when the roads are that bad.
Oh,
But it's not. I've never had like a disaster situation beyond that.
Mm-hmm. That's what the bank says.
don't really
Well,
get
then I guess our
tornadoes or
fraternizing
anything.
days
We
are
don't get
done.
earthquakes.
Now, be a good boy
We
and
don't
get this
really
back
get
to Corman.
hurricanes even. We get
Yes,
the
good
fallout
day.
of hurricanes where it's like comes up the east coast and then like a week later we'll get like thunderstorms from the hurricanes, but it's not even like we have the world's worst weather. It's just like our weather changes constantly, so it's different every day. That's kind of what it is. Like today it's really not that bad. It's like mid 40s, clear. But tomorrow it'll probably be super windy and rainy, and then the next, I think we're getting a little bit of snow this weekend. But the big thing is like Mount Washington. Mount Washington has like crazy weather, but I mean it's a mountain. You know, that's like saying, oh, it's really bad on top of Mount Everest today. Like it doesn't mean anything. Like we posted this year we posted the land speed record for wind on Mount Washington. I forget what it was. It was like 215 miles per hour, some crazy like ridiculous number for wind speed. But it's like, bro, nobody was up there when that happened. Like there's like a weather station on top of Mount Washington, but it's not like anybody was working there on that day. Like they knew it was gonna be below zero, so they probably went down and like were fine.
Morning, partner.
Like that, it would be different if it was like in a town or something. I just always find it interesting when they're like, Mount Washington had 5 feet of snow. It's like, unless I'm on Mount Washington, I don't care. I've been there twice in my entire life. You know what I mean? Like, not a place you really go more than once or twice in your life anyway. Unless you're like an obsessive hiker, I guess. I don't know. Or Travis Pastrana. If you're Travis Pastrana, then you go drive up Mount Washington in a race car. I heard he competed in the, was it the Indy 500 or was it, uh-oh. Hello? Um am I live? What? What happened? The game is hard frozen. Unbelievable. Well, hold on. Let me try something. How do I uh huh. What happened? The game is frozen. out of nowhere. I've been playing this game for 45 hours. This has never happened before. And it would happen on the last stream. Of course it would. I can't even reset the, like, fuck, man. I can't even piece it together because it's going to be like a 4-hour stream. God damn it. I'll be back.